Right, we're here with Angling Bait Club and former under-23 Welsh international Andy Rowbottom. He's here at Monkhall Fishery on the Hawk Pool, peg 2. And you've been having a good day, ain't you, mate?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Fish, talk us through what you've been doing, rigs and feeding and whatnot. Piece of corn, that one. That's one of the smaller ones in the pool. They go from that sort of size up to sort of £3. Nice little weight building fish. So Anne, can you just show us your rig and talk us through how you've been feeding and the key points that you consider to be the key points of F1 fishing?
Yeah, we've got a simple little day. We'll start from the top. We've just been fishing about 9 metres. Just tapping in micros with a little 4mm expander on the hook. We'll start at the top. We've got a little tiny cat pot to start with. It's made from an old sports bottle lid. It's just tiny, little, just to carry enough bait that we need, no more. You also find with those as well, if you have a little tiny pot in this sort of conditions, with the wind and that, it won't blow your pole around loads when it's gusted and that, like, and it's nice and neat. Also clear as well. Whenever it's got a bit cold now, don't want a nice big bright orange black pot. Some of it a bit clear, some of it a bit visible. I've also got some silver top kits on today, as I do with all my winter fishing. I just spray them silver, just a little bit more camouflage. It does work, especially in the summer as well. Shallow fishing makes a massive difference.
It's a good point as well, isn't it, for the winter when it goes clear, and some days you're catching in 2 foot of water up against the islands on the other pools, isn't you?
Makes a huge difference fishing with tiny floats, tiny hook lengths, tiny rigs.
Everything's fine down.
Yeah, the difference between having an 010 hook length to an 012 hook length, when there's a big black thing floating above their heads, something that could be silver can make a bit more difference.
Got ya.
We'll start from the top. We've got a solid 6 elastic. It's just a normal hot, solid elastic, perfect for this sort of type now.
How's that tensioned?
That's just pingy.
Just pingy.
Not silly, like, just so you catch an F1 and 3 or 4 foot comes out. Just move that, just moved a bit. Down to a 4x16 Frenzy FM5. That's in a 4x16 size.
Is that a fine top float or a thick top?
Yeah, it's a sort of it's what I use for all my pellet fishing. You've got a nice little bright bristle there, with a spring eye, which I use a lot of them nowadays, because most floats you can get, you lose a couple of fish as you do sometimes, and you'll pull the eyes out. So I just want durability with that.
All right.
Wire stem, just for every type of bit of pellet fishing. I always use wire stem just for the sensitivity.
All right.
014 main. Down to, we also topped it on an easy glide. That's just pingy 6.
Really smooth into them.
Down to, I'll just pop the hook out. Better. Down to a little strong bulk and number 9s, and about 1 inch apart, with a couple of little trimmers up the top of the rig, of the shot in. So we started off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 number 9s we got there.
Yeah.
And it's just starting off on the top of the main line hook length knot.
And just for people who don't do a lot of F1 fishing, why do you shot it like that for F1s as opposed to how you would for carp with the bulk further up and a couple of droppers maybe?
Right, basically what we want is you want the most amount of positivity rig we can get. We want to be able to show that, because F1s will give the tiniest little tiny dimps, and what we want to do is try and maximise everything. So the more shot, or the more weight I can have down the rig and closer to the hook, the more emphasis it's going to have when the fish takes the bait.
Right.
So if we don't want it stupid like you would in the summer. Like in the summer we'd probably pull them all the way down to just a little block of a bowl.
Right.
That's when we're fishing proper positive. We want it to be a little bit finesse because it's winter time. So we've just spaced them out a tiny little bit, just so you get the tiny little, because all we're looking for is we're not looking for, if we're fishing for roach with casters or maggots, we're not looking for the rig to fall all the way through in the last couple of feet of the water.
And get it down onto the killing zone, if you like.
Yeah, we're fishing with pellets. We want to get it straight down to the bottom and get it fishing straight away, because that's how we fish pellets. So all we're basically making it to do is, just pop that hook, is when we're lifting and dropping, back. What we aim to do is we've got a real nice tight bulk there, which is going to give us the most amount of positivity in the rig we can. And when we're lifting and dropping the rig, we just want the hook length to move freely.
Yeah.
But with that last shot being on the hook length not there, give us that positivity. But a nice little neat 010 hook length.
How long is that, you say?
That's just 4 inches.
4 inches. And
tiny little hook.
You got no problems using 4 inches of 010
no,
with a soft elastic?
No, I've had all my summer fishing, winter fishing's either done with 6 inches or 4 inches.
Right.
And that's all to depend with the conditions and that.
What hooks are you using today, And?
That's on a B911 f1.
Right.
In a size 18.
Okay.
And it's perfect for just curling a 4mm expander round.
Would you use that for maggots, or do you swap to a crystal bend hook then for maggots? Or?
To be perfectly honest, I use these for pretty much everything.
For everything.
Some hooks with maggots they can blunten, and you'll start popping the maggot and that sort of stuff when you're hooking them. But these are brilliant. You can't. I've never gone wrong with B911 f1, and I use them in all the sizes.
A sharp hook is so important, isn't it? Because you're using soft elastics and you really need to prick that fish, don't you?
Yeah.
And you need it to penetrate, so a sharp hook is very important, isn't it?
Yeah, feeding wise, down. Feeding wise, we've either been having a few fish on 4mm expanders.
What expanders are they, Andy?
They're just the standard ABC Angling Bait Club expanders.
Lovely.
Nice, quite a lightish colour for an expander, to be fair, quite nice.
Yeah.
Just pumped, real nice, just for speed and ease, and they just ran up real tidy. We've had a few extra bonus fish on a piece of cord, not feeding any cord, just putting one on the hook, just to see if we can nick out a bit of a bigger, better fish. And it's worked today, like it's a little tip and trick for you there.
Lovely.
And what we've been feeding is just the fishery micros. These have been soaked for a good length of time, more than you normally if you were fishing. Real soft, really tacky, crumbly pellet, but I still want them to still be a pellet. I don't want them to break down into a mush. We've feeding them in 2 different ways today. We've been either been putting them in loose, just a few odd pellets in there like that. So when the pellets go down into the water, they're all breaking up separately. Or what's been better, and another little tip and trick is, when the fish have been there properly, we're using the loose caliper pellets to attract a lot of fish in the swim. But when the fish is there, what we've been doing is putting tiny little nuggets in like that, tapping them in the same different way, and what it's been doing is it's been making the fish go down to the bottom and feed. What that eliminates, putting in a little nugget, is it eliminates fish taking, when we put them in loose, taking them mid-water or off the bottom or something, and encouraging the fish to feed off the bottom then, maybe if we do it too much. So putting in the little nuggets forces the fish down to the bottom to where we can catch them.
I suppose that little pot helps as well, doesn't it? Not bounce out on the way.
Yeah, we can just thumb him in there, squidge him in a little bit, and he doesn't come out. He's perfect.
That is fantastic, that is, Andy.
Even I can't get him out now. But that's it. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. And tight lines, and hopefully we'll see you at Monkhall.